All right. That was great.
Okay.
Piece.
Now, to help us announce the next award, please help us welcome to the stage former valedictorian at King Keikauliki High School
Wow.
and Maui's own big wave wrangler, Mr. Ian Walsh.
That's you. Oh, here we go. All right, let me tell you something about this award. This next award is very special. You know, people think of Surfer Awards, they think, I want to get the best barrel. You know, I want to win best air. But this next award is the award that if you win, we're talking preferential treatment at Foodland, straight to the front of the line. Even the heaviest of locals give you set waves.
Straight through.
I promise. Even sea turtles come up to you in the lineup
No bump.
and they fist bump you. That's what kind of award this is.
That's
no
good.
pressure.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, who doesn't want a little hello from the turtles? And other than all the people stuck in the Laniakea traffic, but that is a real deal. Up next, we have our Agent of Change Award presented by PAU Maui Vodka. And this award, and this award goes to a person or an organization that goes above and beyond for protecting our oceans and our coastlines. And the organization that we're benefiting this evening has really done just that here at home in Hawaii. So let's roll into a little film about them. Living on Maui really keeps things in perspective. The islands here in Hawaii have taken care of us for generations, and now it's our time to return the favor. PAU Maui Vodka and I are proud of our sustainable progress, but we want to make an impact beyond the farm and the distillery. That's why we support individuals and companies making sacrifices to drive change. And this year we want to recognize a group making waves in the fight against pollution. They inspire communities to care for their coastlines with hands-on beach cleanups, which have removed over 500,000 pounds from the Hawaiian coastlines. PAU Maui Vodka and SURFER are honored to announce as 2019's Agent of Change, Sustainable Coastlines Hawaii.
Sustainable Coastlines Hawaii started nearly a decade ago with 8 friends who wanted to keep the beaches clean. Since then, with the help of over 35,000 volunteers, we've removed over 500,000 pounds of plastic from Hawaii's coastlines. But the problem remains, and in some ways, it's getting worse. 14 million tons of plastic enter our oceans each year. That's more than one garbage truck of plastic being dumped into the ocean every minute of every day.
We know that beach cleanups can only take us so far. The way we're cleaning up our oceans and our beaches right now is like bailing out a bathtub while the water's still running. Our true solution is to find ways to turn off the tap, to stop the flow of plastic into our environment before it even starts. That's why Sustainable Coastlines Hawaii is turning off the tap and stopping the flow of plastic into our oceans. We turn off the tap by building community.
By empowering the next generation with the knowledge to take action.
By working with businesses and events to reduce their environmental impact, we help move them even closer to zero waste.
By teaching citizens how to speak up and make their voices heard.
We turn off the tap by creating art that drives awareness and education.
And this is where you come in. You can help turn off the tap with the choices you make every single day. This movement was started by people just like you who wanted to make a difference. We invite you to join us in creating a future where we no longer have to clean up our beaches. Let's turn off the tap together.
So I just found out on my way up here that PAU Maui Vodka is actually going to change their donation to Sustainable Coastlines Hawaii to $10,000. So I'll change this check around, and our very special friends at Patagonia are going to match the $10,000. So Sustainable Coastlines Hawaii is going to take home $20,000 to help benefiting our coastlines and oceans. So please welcome up Sustainable Coastlines, Raphael Bergstrom.
Wow. I mean, I'm standing up here as the executive director, but honestly, it should not just be me up here. There should actually be at least 40,000 people behind me. And I mean that seriously. There's been over 40,000 volunteers who have cleaned beaches with us over the last 10 years. And we talked about it in the video. There's 8 people who started this organization in their living room and wanted to make a change on the beaches. We've got a bunch of them sitting at our table over there, so you guys give a round of applause for the people who founded this. And the one who's led this for the last 8-9 years, Kahi Picaro, couldn't be here tonight. I know a lot of you guys know him. He's in bed with a fever of like 102 or something, so wish him well in getting better. But I also want to say this isn't just about saying thank you for an award. This is about that work that we're talking about in that video, about turning off the tap and what that actually means. And it's something that all of us are able to have a part in, and all of us do have a part in. And I just want to highlight a couple of quick things because it's more than just volunteers. It's about changing all the way that we think about plastic pollution. And there's been a few examples. Our work with Vans and the WSL at the Triple Crown in doing waste diversion and talking about how waste can be a resource is huge. When businesses start making the change, then we can all make the change. So please give them a round of applause because a business can be up here someday too. And the last thing I want to say is, when we're talking about turning off the tap, we had a huge victory for those of you guys who don't know yesterday at Honolulu City Council. We passed Bill 40, which is a phase out of single-use plastics in Hawaii, which would make us a leader in that. And that took 10 years in the making. I've sat through legislative meetings for the last 7 years and watched 25 different bills die on this topic. But it took community coming together. And I also want to talk about the surfing community coming together, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but a lot of the biggest names in this sport were talking about Bill 40 over the last week. And honestly, as people who live in the water and love the water, that's the type of thing that it's going to take to keep making these changes on some of the big issues. So thank you all for being a part of that.
Congratulations. Yes. Okay, here we go, surf fans.